I'm sitting here at Burr on the Hill, one of the highest points in Leicestershire. The view is absolutely spectacular, but I'm not here for the view. I'm here for this little metal plate, and more specifically, that symbol engraved above the number. You may have seen it before, a horizontal line with an upward arrow, a broad arrow beneath it. That is a benchmark, and it represents one of the most important foundations of modern mapping. In the 19th century, the Ordnance Survey was tasked with mapping the whole of Britain with extraordinary precision. But in order to do that, they needed to know one thing, and that was height. That's harder than it sounds. You can measure horizontal distances fairly easily, but vertical height, that's a whole nother challenge. They needed a consistent reference point, something they could measure everything else against. They chose mean sea level, originally from the port in Newlyn in Cornwall. From there, they worked their way inland, carefully measuring up hills, across valleys, along canals and railways, with a system of levelling that could take years to complete. Every time they measured a brand new point, they marked it, often with a chisel directly into stone, and eventually with these flush brackets mounted into walls, bridges, buildings, and trig points like this one. That horizontal line above there, that's the exact height of this point above sea level, measured to within millimetres. The arrow underneath it, called a broad arrow or a crow's foot, the traditional symbol of the British government. The one here at Burr on the Hill gives a height of 210.5 metres above sea level. Now, thousands of these were installed all across Britain, over 500,000 if you include all the minor marks. Most of them are still out there if you know where to look, on churches, bridges, even on garden walls. But their original purpose is mostly obsolete now. Today, modern GPS technology can tell you your position and height to remarkable accuracy in just seconds, using satellites instead of painstaking surveys. But there's something wonderful about these old benchmarks. They represent an entire generation of patient, meticulous surveyors who spent years walking across Britain, making sure that maps were as accurate as possible. And while the data today might be outdated, that symbol still remains, a tiny chiselled reminder of how much effort went into simply knowing where we are. Up here at Burr on the Hill, it's easy to forget that this landscape was once an enormous challenge to measure. But thanks to these things, benchmarks, and the people who installed them, we've known the height of this hill for well over a century. And all of that hidden in plain sight, in a symbol barely a few inches wide. Pretty remarkable.